Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Complexity, and as you can see, I have some new additions, baby. I got a brand new camera, got myself a nice little spotlight. Maybe you'll be able to see just how ugly I am in 4K, but I told you guys I was going to be checking out more bonus Pac, and he is here today. So we have Yusuke versus Hiei with straight hands, episodes 6 through 8. Now, if you guys don't know, YuYuHakusho is probably one of my top 3 goated animes out there. It is just it is amazing, immaculate, amazing. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you go check it out. It is one of those one of those animes that, like, it's short but it's sweet, right? Kind of like Blood Plus. Like Blood Plus, if I'm not mistaken, is only like 2 to 3 seasons long, maybe that, but it is phenomenal. And you know, Yu Yu Hakusho, top goated of all time. There's just nothing better than it. But let's get right into this video. Let's check it out. I definitely remember these fights. They were just chef's kiss. So let's get right into this, guys. Let's get right into it.
They walked in that, beat everybody ass in that, and they took all the shit out of the safe, which it wasn't even all the shit. They took 3 things,
but those 3 combined could really cause problems.
Then you cut to Yusuke waking up because his mom woke him up. Was like, Yusuke, you lied. No, please, God, not again. And he's like, it's 6 in the morning, Mom.
Go to the store, give me cigarettes. This bitch ain't never gonna learn. You ain't shit, bro.
But yeah, he goes to school, and on his first day, skips class. Like,
switching up on you?
Yeah, skips at the worst time.
And it's funny too, because in most, like, animes, right? Most animes, the protagonist is usually like one of 2 things. Either they're the person who's like, oh my God, I have to do the best in the world. I have to be the best in the world. I need to do this for my family, for my people, for my everything. And I'm going to become the Wizard King or the next Hokage or blah, 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 blah. And then there's other people who are just like, yeah, I don't care. Like, like in the Rise of the Shield hero, oh my gosh, what's his name? I forget his name, but he's kind of just like, I don't really give a shit. Then you have Yusuke Urameshi here, who's just like, who gives a damn? I don't really care. Like, there's the, I'm doing this for my family, and I'm doing this for the love of the game because I just really want to run fades with every motherfucker here.
Because during gym class, a bunch of the students' items go missing.
Hey yo, I had some jacks in the bag. Where the f is my book of matches?
And as soon as this nigga walks through the door, everybody's like,
it's him.
He stole all my things. He was the only one who wasn't there. The teacher that hates him the most with the glasses on comes out of nowhere. Is like, you're a Meshi, you did it.
Took him into the room. I was like, why?
Yeah. You punched a 14-year-old in the face with your grown man strength. Yusuke got mad as shit, threw a hook at his ass, and Kawema came out. I was like,
what the fuck is you doing? You about to punch your teacher? Damn, your grades must be terrible.
Yeah.
No, bro, this motherfucker trying to play me, talking about I stole shit. He was like, you remember that monocle you got in your pocket that Botan told you about? Look at his left pocket, my nigga.
When he said that, I was like, did you already know about this situation and just decide not to do anything?
Dude, and that was the most annoying thing about him too, right? That was like the most annoying thing about the freaking the Demon King. Is like, this dude is like all knowing and everything, right? And or not all knowing, but he can like see things that nobody else can. He can understand things that nobody else can really understand. But throughout the entire time, he's still like withholding information from Yusuke and his team, and he's just like, you'll find out eventually, I guess. You know, it's the same thing with like Hiruzen in Naruto. And it's just like, this dude could literally be putting down Orochimaru. He could be murking like Danzo. He could be doing all of these things for the betterment of the Leaf. But no. Let's just let him be. Let's just leave. Let's just let him live.
At all. That nigga was watching the teacher steal the items and said nothing to Yusuke ahead of time.
Facts.
Yeah, Yusuke. You gonna look me in my face and call me a toddler? Let him get in trouble in school. That nigga went to his pocket. He said, look, here's the pen. He said, this fucking master thief planted it.
You think the principal don't know your schemes by this point?
He said, bro, I'm so fucking mad, I'm just gonna leave.
Principal runs behind him. Yusuke's like,
he said, bro, I really wanted to get my lick back on this nigga, bro. He stole off on me. Quinn was like, how about you get this nigga back invisibly? How the f am I gonna do that? He said, bro, I swear on everything, bro. What milk you drinking?
This nigga drinking almond milk. The government was right about it.
All you have to do is concentrate your spiritual energy into your finger and then shoot that shit off. He was like, wait a minute. Oh, this.
And that's the funny thing about this show too, is like throughout the entire show, they're constantly like, oh, well, just use your spirit energy to do this or use your spirit energy to do that. And Urameshi is just like, why did nobody teach me this? Why did nobody tell me how to do this? Like, what? You can't just expect me to know this.
Shit is getting hot. And he was like, all right, picture like a trigger in your brain. Shoot that nigga. That nigga was sitting here walking away. Shot that nigga the back in the head. Brain aneurysm.
He hit him so hard in the back of his head, it broke the glasses on the front of his head.
You're a machine.
You know that was been the first person he blamed too.
I'd have blamed that nigga so quick.
I'm not even in the school anymore. I'm in the shed behind the school. Kawema explains to him exactly what's going on, which is that the spiritual items got taken. Didn't give him any more details besides that they were taken. Then told him what the first demon was, which is in Uptown. So he heads to Uptown, sits on the bench and is like, I don't even know what this nigga looks like. I'm taking a nap. And then feels something weird in the air. And you hear a bunch of people in the distance like, oh my God, this kid just passed out.
Sees a soul leave this kid. You would think a soul can go through shit. That shit was abiding traffic laws.
Being a good pedestrian ghost. But that nigga goes and crosses the train tracks into the worst part of town. Then
Yusuke done stumbled into the hood. But Yusuke is like the definition of always having that blinky on him because he had the spirit gun, so.
Was upon one of them, sees the horns on the top of his head and is like,
that's suspicious.
Pulls out his little monocle, sees the orb in his pocket. That's the one. As the dude walks off.
Then one of these old ass niggas was like,
you want to join a gang? I am a gang. Beat the whole gang. He beat grown ass men down at 14.
I'm sorry, if a 14-year-old duff me off like that, I got some life changing to do.
Yeah, it's quits. And you know the funniest thing about this is like in this show and in like in Yu-Gi-Oh as well, you got teenagers running fades with grown-ass adults, bro. Also in Tokyo Revengers, like you got like these 14, 15, 16-year-olds running fades with like 20 and 30-year-olds, and they're like crossing people out, bro. And Yusuke was one of those dudes where even though he was like 13, 14 years old, he'd run a fade with anybody. It didn't matter.
I'm going home and being a productive dad.
I was a deadbeat. Then I got beat by a deadbeat. I'm a good dad now. He runs off
into the wilderness
and just sees in the distance a ray of sunshine because these niggas are in that one spot going crazy. As he's approaching, they start to arguing because Kurama is like,
I don't really like chilling around niggas. I'm about to go get some hoes. You're like, bro, we had a plan. Y'all had a plan.
I never agreed to the plan. All I did was agree to get the items.
You see, I asked for the mirror. I just love looking at myself. I'm about this bitch.
Goki was like, no, the you not, nigga. I'm about to beat your ass. If I was Yusuke, let them niggas fight. Somebody's gonna lose here.
Let them
your
fight.
Odds are better now. This nigga, before he even touches Kurama, hey boys, who the f are you? My name is Yusuke Urameshi, 14-year-old, goes to Takanawa High School, birth date, da-da-da-da-da. So I'm like, you just told them everything about you.
And O negative blood type.
Kurama walks.
Because Yusuke was on that demon time, bro. He didn't care. He's like, I go to school at this time. I'm at home at this time. You can catch me here. This is my mailing address. I also hang out over here sometimes. He's always with the smoke, bro. Is like, and I think that's like the biggest issue for Yusuke throughout all of Yu Yu Hakusho is that he was always with the smoke. So they had to like hold bro back and be like, no, dude, if you go fight this guy, you're gonna get killed. And Yusuke's like, and if you die, we can't bring you back to life. And
Soft like, I ain't got time for this shit. And he is like, no, you're not going nowhere. Follows behind him, leaves Yusuke with Goki. And I forgot this part. He dropped Goki hard as shit.
Yeah, because Goki was just like, oh yeah, I got the orb of boss. What
He's
that
just a
means is I can
random demon.
absorb souls. I don't have to cook it to a certain point and then extract the soul. I can eat this bitch right now.
That nigga had the Yersi sound effect. Nyam.
This nigga kicked him so fucking hard in his stomach and then stole off on him. This nigga knocked a soul out you. Did not pay attention to traffic laws. This nigga just flew in the air. Did not go back to that child. That shit went to a turtle. Picked up the orb of boss. He was just like, 2 left to go. Peekaboo.
He was so quick, he just manifested there. Side note, that fit he had on was clean.
It was until he ripped out that shit.
And you know what's funny? Before the fight started, Yusuke said some such shit. He was like, all right, I'm about to whoop your ass. Don't grab my hair. And you know the first thing he did when he transformed? Grabbed his hair.
He beat the shit out of Yusuke ass.
Then he grabbed him by his throat, was like, I gotta be careful now. I want to tenderize the meat, not bruise it. I ain't gonna lie, Botan had an amazing plan. She started having like little light orbs pop up around the little opening there where and pretend like she was an audience of motherfuckers showing up.
I want to go raining. Hey, let's stop over here. I see an old nigga. Grown niggas wearing cutters. So he was just like, you know what? I ain't trying to get caught by the town villagers, so I'm going to peel off.
You know he an old ass demon. He said town villagers.
Ends that fight to
That's true. That's true, because like demons, like the demons when they die, right? Obviously then they become a demon, or they're born as a demon. So they're still from like that time period in which they pass.
Yusuke being in his room knocked out. That nigga woke up, it's raining. Oh, I thought I was still in the forest. Think
How
about
did I
gave
get
that man
here? His
nightmares.
mom goes, this lovely young lady here carried you in her big, strong arms. For what?
Fucking
kind of one of
Botan.
my things. I'd love that to happen to me.
He asks Botan, hey, how long does it take to digest human souls? She's like, I'm not really sure. At max a day. He gets pissed off. I gotta go beat his ass then. Yusuke, you don't have a plan. The plan is attack. And sure enough, stumbles upon Goki again as he's about to devour another kid. And he's like, you didn't learn your lesson the last time. And now I have to tear a second fit.
I just still don't understand like why he don't got like larger shirts. My nigga, you know you
Or just
extra
a shirt
large.
that
You rocking
expands.
mediums. You need to
I mean,
go-
that's what muscly niggas do. Gotta show off the work progress.
go to punch this nigga in his stomach. Music said down, 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 down. I was like, yeah, you losing.
I didn't realize just how strong Yusuke was. He picked the tree up.
And then he went to impale him with that hoe.
Nothing.
Nothing
And
at
then
all.
this
Nothing.
nigga Goki picked Yusuke.
And see, this is a perfect example of what I was talking about, how Yusuke will run a fade even when he knows he isn't strong enough. And I will say this. Yu Yu Hakusho is like one of the few shows where like the power of friendship doesn't actually like work in the show. Because him, Kupibara, Botan, the Demon King, and the old lady all get pieced up at some point in time, right? Well, not the Demon King, he almost like never fights, but like Kupibara, Hiei, Urameshi, freaking Kurama, like they all get pieced up at some point in time. And even though they have their teammates there being like, come on, you can do this. Come on, you can do this. It isn't like the power of friendship combined and somehow magically we do this thing and defeat this person. No. It's always like they unlock some newer potential, or they like reassess themselves and figure out a plan or something of that nature. It's never just we're friends and you lose. That's another reason it's a goated episode or goated show.
Up with the tree and tossed it. These niggas strong as shit. Botan shows up because she's like, oh, this nigga is getting his ass beat again. The plan shouldn't just always be an attack. And then she goes with the plan of attack. Did nothing. Goes after her. She starts trembling, shaking and shit. Runs behind Yusuke, who is already on the fucking ground, thinking he's gonna protect her. Time to eat.
That nigga's open wide.
Shot that nigga through the back of his throat. Oh, and all the souls were saved. That was a fight that Yusuke's hair up too. That shit was disheveled. But as they're limping away, Kurama walks up on Yusuke and is like, I'm not here to fight. I need your help.
Man, that nigga Yusuke, keep that stick on him though. That nigga walked around town with the stick on him.
I only need this for 3 days, and then you can have it back, and y'all can do whatever y'all want me, but I need this for 3 days. Later on, Botan is like, you know what happens in 3 days, right? It's a full moon. What the f is that supposed to mean? The f***ing mirror gets his full power. Nobody told me this.
That nigga Yusuke didn't give a fuck.
See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Every single time, something happens, they're always like, oh, Yusuke, we need you to defeat this person. He goes in, gets his ass handed to him, and they're like, man, why didn't you just do this? This is his weakness. And it's like, why didn't you tell him that at the beginning? Why didn't you tell Yusuke at the beginning what his weakness was? And they're just like, I just figured you knew. Figured you'd figure it out. And then he's like, how am I supposed to figure this out? I'm doing all of this for the very first time.
Anyway, if I'm being honest, I kind of trust him. That nigga is beautiful.
Did you see his hair? Don't worry about it, Botan. We're good.
3 days later.
In short, the mirror has a stipulation. If you use it, you have to sacrifice something, but they don't know what it is. So Botan goes to go ask Koema what that is, while Yusuke goes to meet with Kurama. Kurama introduces Yusuke to his sick ass mom, who's so sick she can't open her damn eyes.
Then he was just like, hey, Yusuke, let's kind of go somewhere else. And then he was explaining. He was like, oh, I was in the demon realm for like 300 years and I was just getting bored. So I just started figuring out how to pick locks and shit like that. Then I got a mean bit of treasure, my nigga. And I was leaving out. Around, I met Elmer Fudd, my dumb ass down. I had to reincarnate in another world. I got isekai'd.
He got f***ed up so bad. It took 10 years to recover, but he stuck around because he felt bad for the human mother that he took over. You know, if I was that dad, I would have been questioning that mom. Neither one of them hair is red. The dad's hair was brown. The mom's hair was black. You give birth a red.
Listen. Recessive and dominant trait continuity in some of the old school animes. It's not the best, okay? It's not the best, but you know.
Redhead baby.
I would have been mad at first until I heard this nigga's first words was indubitably. Wait a minute. He get that shit from me, bro. So Kurama was just like, tonight's the night, full moon about to go on. I'm gonna use this shit.
As they were talking, he pops out of the door. She's dying. Shuts the door.
The doctor was just like, right now she's going through a phase and the technical term of it is she dying. Huh? That's the technical term?
Like, damn, she's dying.
This nigga went on the top of that roof immediately. Mirror on the wall. John Claude Van Damme, I'm fine. Wait, no. Please, save my mama. That genie inside the mirror sound like Mr. Popo with no accent.
Is this what you wish for? Yes, please.
He's like, all right, what do I gotta sacrifice?
But the problem is, you never know what you have to sacrifice. It's a monkey's paw, basically.
Nothing too crazy.
You never know what you have to sacrifice until it's time. Sacrifice your life.
I was like, yo, he's shocking the shit out of this nigga.
I lied. The sacrifice is you.
Yusuke pulled up.
I can withstand it better than you can. Watch me. This shit ain't fun. Afterwards, Samira was like, both of y'all niggas are just stupid. Just take it.
Kurama got up, didn't give a fuck about Yusuke. He said, Mom!
I'm joking for a second because this was funny as shit. The actual thing was Kurama had to sacrifice his life. And Yusuke, and one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, says, Mira, sacrifice my life instead. I don't want to see another mom crying. You have a mom.
Yeah, relive her worst fear again.
Like, nigga, you are an idiot.
Because in the beginning of the episode or the beginning of the show, Yusuke dies. That's how he becomes a spirit detective. He, if you haven't watched, go watch. It's not really a spoiler. It's like the first fucking episode. He dies saving a kid. He gets hit by Truck-kun, dies by saving a kid, which he then gets Botan ends up like basically saying like, look, you can either remain dead or you can become a spirit detective and we'll send you back. So his mom has already gone through the loss of him. And this motherfucker's over here like, no, take me instead, making his mom potentially relive him dying again.
Idiot.
And he was just like, oh shit. Okay, got the mirror. Let's go.
The next melding.
This is why I said what I said about why the f did you tell them who you were? Kurama found out exactly where he lived first. And then Hiei found out exactly where he lived and where he was.
Shit, he even figured out about Keiko. Pulls up on her, draws down on her, bruh.
Slice her shit up.
In public.
They were next to a highway. Thousands of witnesses.
I love that town because everybody minded their business.
Yusuke's little spiritual compass goes off. So as he's on his way, Botan catches up with him on the way there.
She was just like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Going to save Keiko. What the f did you just say? So he pulls up to a warehouse, opens the...
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, the whole reason he was going was simply because like the radar, like the watch was going off, the spirit detection was going off, and he was like, oh damn, a demon, I gotta go fight this demon. It made it into the mortal realm. I could be completely wrong. I haven't watched it in a minute. And Botan's like, oh, you're gonna go save Keiko. And he's like, what? What do you mean I'm gonna go save her? What's going on with Keiko? Again, like another instance of them just not telling him anything.
Door like no man can. It's just strength. And he pulls up to see a bunch of drunk niggas holding on to a girl. He's like, what the f is this? First time you see Hiei's Ayajigan, that shit was raging. I was like, bro, you know how many dirty thoughts you gotta have for your third eye to have pink eye? He was just like, yeah, my Ayajigan can hypnotize anybody. All these niggas are 3 6 Mafia fans. They hypnotize mine. Let her go. Let her go. He was like, thank God you let her her go. Do you really believe I was gonna let go of my insurance? Like, look at her forehead.
Yo.
Don't look regular, does it? I turned that bitch to 10.
She's gonna lose an arm eventually as well. And a best friend, you.
Nigga, that shit started opening up. Both times I was like,
Move,
move.
Yusuke!
She was like, I can hold
Thunder
this as long
eyes.
as I can. Whoop this nigga ass.
And then he was like, you want to save her? Medicine is in this sword. Shouldn't have told him that. Yusuke got
Yo.
furious.
He's like, Ghost of Yote. What the you just said? Sucker punch.
He was like, whoa, where the did that come from? He must gain power from emotion.
Start dashing around. Yusuke just stood there. He went to go attack Yusuke. Yusuke said, nigga, I can keep up now.
Yo.
He punched this nigga Hiei so hard, he knocked the loot out that nigga. He punched you so hard, shit that was not in your pocket came out. Punched your ass so hard, you get a taxi cab driver's license in your pocket. It's like, damn. He said, wait a minute, my name is Vishnu?
Punch the Mario coins out that motherfucking. But I gotta be honest. Hiei was always like, I mean, Hiei a demon, but he a motherfucking demon. That dude will spin the block over and over again, okay? He'll spin the block on the crack of the block, okay? I love... Hiei was always about hands, always about it. He didn't care. He wasn't just like... His whole deal wasn't, oh, we're all friends, we should hang out. No. His whole deal was... I'm gonna like be with you guys because I want to get stronger to eventually kill Yusuke. Like that's all that I give a damn about is like being stronger. And once I'm stronger, I'm killing you. It wasn't, of course, until later in the seasons that he actually was like, yeah, we're friends. Friends.
Then this nigga Hiei was just like, you think shit's sweet.
You only think I got 3 eyes.
Check this out. Donzo got this shit from me. Turned to his demon form.
I was
Yo.
fucking Yusuke ass up. Then we
Got
went for
eyes
the kill
everywhere.
shot. And that's when Karama pulls up. Took a gut shot for a nigga.
That nigga was just like, what the fuck are you doing,
But he is a
Kurama?
demon,
You just
so-
entered me.
Choice of words matter.
Cuts his fucking hand with the sword.
May
and
the
then,
power of my attractiveness compel you.
it's blinding. When Yusuke got back up, you seen this nigga get a little upset, whole red aura and shit.
And then he started beating his ass
Yeah, started
again.
beating
Knocked
him
his
on.
ass into a corner and was just standing there. And Yusuke's like, what the am I gonna do next? Sees a glimmer and is like, oh yeah, it's that mirror. He starts stumbling away, kind of running away. And he's like,
This is what you're supposed to look like, groveling for your own life. He jumped up. Yusuke was just like, yeah, I got one finger to say to your ass. That nigga shot that bitch at him. It made it look like that, you know, he waited till he got close and then shot. And then
At the
he
mirror,
jumped.
and then
he was just
boom.
like, that was actually a really good trump card that you saved. I got another trump card that I saved too.
Yo, the mirror. Yo.
crippled his ass.
Listen, Yusuke did not use his brain a lot, but when he did, it typically worked out for him.
Thank God we ain't on planet meat. I was like, facts, bro. It'd have been way worse.
After he beats Hiei, and everybody's like, wow, Yusuke, you're such a brilliant strategist. How did you know that your attack was going to bounce off the mirror?
He's like, I didn't.
I just remember a lesson in class about light reflecting off of mirrors.
This is spiritual energy. And I called your
Yeah.
dumb ass a strategist. He's like, first off, never call me that again. Second off, what does that mean?
Yeah. Oh, that's why I love Yusuke so much. He never pretended. He was always dumb. He knew he was dumb. Oh my gosh. Yu Yu Hakusho, top tier, easily top 5, easily top 3 animes of all time. Goated. I don't care about any of the new animes that come out in comparison, okay? And it's only due to the fact that it's just goated. It set the stage for so many other animes to come out. When this was awesome by Bonus Ponk, link to the video in the description below. Go check them out. Give the original video a view, a like. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what else you guys might want me to go ahead and react to. I absolutely love this. Have you guys seen Yu Yu Hakusho? Let me know in the comments down below. Who's your favorite character? What was your most favorite fight? And I will catch you all in the next one. All right, have a good one, y'all.